On this week's Waste of the Week, the IRS struggling with old equipment that costs taxpayers more than $12 billion, and a closer look at the insanely expensive piece of equipment it took to shoot down the Chinese spy balloon. Joining us this morning with the details is founder and CEO of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski. Happy Friday to you, Adam. Thanks for joining us. I want to start with the cost of this fighter jet that shot down the Chinese spy balloon. Few people know the price tag of that jet is $358 million. Has it been used before?
So this is the first air-to-air kill for this fighter jet. And that's pretty incredible because it entered service in 2005. Jan, this F-22 Raptor jet was in development as early as 1986. The contractor on this is the giant defense contractor, Lockheed Martin. And in 2005, the Department of Defense purchased 187 of these F-22 Raptors, costing $67 billion. And this is the first time that it's had an air-to-air kill.
And this is the first time you mentioned it's been used. So would there have been a more cost-effective alternative than that?
Well, you know, I'm happy they used it for the Chinese spy balloon. They should have shot it down a bit earlier. But I have to say now the F-22 Raptor has 4 air-to-air kills. Jan, it also shot down 3 hobby balloons over the Yukon, over Alaska, and in the week following over Lake Huron. As a matter of fact, the Northern Illinois Balloon Brigade, the Northern Illinois Bottle Cap Brigade, they actually had a $12 balloon that they feel was shot down by one of these F-22 Raptors. It's shooting a $440,000 Sidewinder missile. So on these 4 balloons, taxpayers spent about $2 million plus the cost to put that aircraft in the sky.
And we want to talk about this other report, too, by the Government Accountability Office that found the aging technology the IRS uses daily is costing taxpayers billions. How much are we talking about, and why is their equipment so outdated, Adam?
Well, it's outdated because some of this was put in service back in the Eisenhower administration. Some of these programs and systems, Jan, are 25 to 64 years old. Some of the software that they're using are 15 versions old. They haven't been updated. And so at OpenTheBooks.com, we found about $250 million per year is spent on information technology, on consultants, on employees. Some of the employees are making up to $250,000 a year, but the equipment they're working on is ages old.
Oh my gosh. And so these older systems creating staffing issues and not to mention security risks. I can't imagine that they're having a lot of good fortune finding employees who know how to use those archaic systems.
Well, look, the IRS has one job to do, and that's to keep the system up and running on tax day. Jan, you know the NFL has the Super Bowl. For horse racing enthusiasts, there's the Kentucky Derby. For the IRS, they got one job, and it's tax day. And you remember back on tax day in 2018, the whole system crashed.
Oh my goodness.
The IRS had been warning Congress about catastrophic failure in its system because they're so outdated, and it actually happened in 2018. They couldn't keep the system live.
Yeah. And now they've got to find even more specialized staff for these archaic systems. Meantime, $80 billion has been approved for the IRS budget over the next 10 years. Will updating systems and equipment be a priority?
Yes, I mean, in that $87 billion, they're going to update systems, and it's obviously high time that they do. Look, the IRS admits to improper payments of $18 billion because of these legacy systems. They say they know that they're overpaying $18 billion to folks claiming the earned income tax credit that don't qualify, but they don't have the systems in place to stop it. Now they got the money to stop the $18 billion going out the door on an admitted improper basis.
Founder and CEO of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski. Always great to see you. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Jan.